Mercer Street Friends has a real heart to it.
Mercer Street Friends organization, being a Quaker organization, is committed to bettering people's lives in general.
Mercer Friends is just the best organization in the world. They have so many services for so many ages, from infants through the elderly.
What I really like a lot about Mercer Street Friends is the broad spectrum of people that both work here and also come here for service.
It began in 1958, and at that time this meeting house was empty, unused, and there seemed to be no purpose as a meeting house. And so with that in mind, the Quakers in Trenton saw the need then for this to become a community center.
Mercer Street Friends has been in Mercer County now for 50 years. It has been serving the people of Mercer Street Friends for all those 50 years. And it's a really, truly community-based program. It's embedded in the community. Our locations are right where people need the services. And that it takes the community also to support Mercer Street Friends.
No matter how an individual or a family comes into the Mercer Street Friends system, there's so many resources that we can offer.
Mercer Street Friends is about helping people overcome barriers. It's about helping people to get over whatever current hurdle they're facing and to move forward and to have a bright future.
Is there more we can do? I think yes. Will we be able to do it? I would certainly hope so. So my anticipation would be that we can continue to meet and broaden the ways in which we help individuals.
20 years ago, almost to the day, I read in the newspaper that Mercer Street Friends was looking for volunteers for a new food program, food bank, that they were starting.
Our program is really very dependent on the community, because it's from the community and all sectors of the community that we obtain our food, as well as some of our volunteer support. Our role is to garner large-scale donations of food and rechannel that back into the community to the charities that feed the hungry. We have built relationships with a variety of sources that really are helpful to us in getting the food into the food bank, and we will distribute close to 2 million pounds of food this year. About 30 to 40% of our food is coming from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. It comes from the food industry. We get food from food drives run by corporations and schools and houses of worship, etc. We are the recipient of the annual Letter Carrier Food Drive, which is really quite substantial. We get excess produce grown in New Jersey, donated by the farmers and growers. And then we fill in the gaps by using government funding to purchase food that we can't get through donations, and that tends to be the most healthy food.
The fact of the matter is that more and more of those who are food insecure are our senior citizens and our working families, and they care deeply about the health and the nutrition of themselves as well as their children. As a registered dietitian, I have a strong commitment to making sure that the food we provide through the food bank is nutritious food and not just food to fill everybody's stomachs.
Well, you have to have it in your heart to really help people.
It just gives you a great feeling to know that you're helping the greater community. New Jersey is one of the richest states in the Union, yet there is such a large population of poor and hungry people, and it's not right.
And I feel very sad, actually, that this food bank is so successful because it's the failure of our society to provide quality of life and basic needs to people.
When you change the life of a Mercer Street Friends client, you change the fortunes of an entire family.
We have an opportunity to really make a difference.
All the good things that Mercer Street Friends does is only because of the support it gets from the community.
Even in one of the richest countries, we have poverty and we have hunger. And you might not see it, but it literally is at your back doorstep.
I feel very fortunate to be here and very motivated to keep on going.
Coming to work doesn't feel just like a job. You feel like you're actually doing something to help other people's lives too.
When I leave here, my satisfaction is in knowing that I have fought hard for my programs, that I've tried to be creative in the ways that we address the issues and the concerns of the children and families that we serve, and that it's a worthy cause.
Anything they donate, if it's computers, clothing, monies, that it's going for a good cause. It's going to children who really need it and families who deserve it.
You know, it's kind of easy to turn on the news or to walk in our neighborhoods and just shake our heads and say, oh, that's such a shame. But the reason that I stayed here is because it wasn't enough for me to just say, oh, it's such a shame. It's such a shame that those kids don't have quality daycare. It's such a shame that those kids are involved in gangs. It's such a shame that those families are having so many problems. But that I have a real responsibility to go beyond just shaking my head and saying that it's a shame, but using my gifts and my abilities to help meet the need that I see.